Hey lovelies, I just wanted to throw this little note in here before the video actually began, but the very last question in this tag, I actually started to throw in extra photos of content creators, of panners that I really do truly enjoy. I love each one of these ladies, their content, they're just great panners. I did not physically mention their names in this tag, but I do really feel like they do deserve to be in here. So I threw up their photos at the end of it, and everybody is down in the description box. So please, please go check these ladies out if you haven't already. But I just wanted to throw that in there before this began, and now let's get on to the video. Hi lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit, and I'm excited. I have a tag video for you guys today. So this is the YouTuber watch tag. It was created by Kristen's Makeup Vanity and by Emily's Makeup Bag. So I actually have not seen their videos yet. I've only seen this by Dub's Beauty Diary, and as soon as I saw hers, I was like, I wanted to jump on this. So let me know if you're doing this tag. I would love to come check it out. Or you can take the questions from my description box, copy and paste them into the comments, and let me know your answers, because I would love to know what you have to say about this tag. So there's 15 questions. Let's just get into it. Question number 1 is, who is the first YouTuber that you remember watching, and do they still make videos? If so, do you still watch their content? So the very first person that I remember watching, at least on a consistent basis, was Lauren Luke, whose channel is Panacea81. I've loved her videos from way back when, and yes, she still makes content. Yes, I still watch them. It is different than what she used to do. Way back when, she would do eye look tutorials, whether it was taking a photo of a celebrity or taking a celebrity's eye look from a music video. The Leona Lewis Bleeding Love video that she did, that eye look is, I believe, is one of her most popular ones. I think she did one with Rihanna before, but she's also done like a blue-green look or a mermaid look or something along those lines. I was always so zoned in when I would watch her videos. And she does more like get ready with me's now, but they are like different as well. Like, she'll do a review on it, but she just kind of like sits down and like does her makeup and chats with you, and it's just so much more like comforting than a lot of like get ready with me's that I've seen. And those aren't necessarily my favorite videos, but with her, I feel like you're just kind of sitting there with her, chatting, doing your makeup, and it's just more of like a friend's vibe that I get from it, instead of like just sitting down and chatting in front of a camera. But yes, I still really do enjoy her content, and I feel like I always have, and I probably always will. So number 2 is, do you watch large channels or small ones? Obviously, I watch both. Like I had said, I watched this tag from Dub's Beauty Diary, and I believe the last time I checked, she had 20 subscribers. So anything from that small, I'm assuming, is the smallest I've seen, to Raw Beauty Christie, who has like in the millions, I believe. And everything in between. It really doesn't matter to me whether or not somebody is a large channel or a small channel. If I think that they have I enjoy watching their stuff, they have good content, if I feel like it's a personality that I could jive with, then I will watch you. If I like you, I like what you're doing. That's all that really matters to me. Number 3 is your go-to for tutorials. Now, of course, Panacea81 was always a good go-to for me, but I really enjoy Lisa Eldridge and her videos. Her tutorial videos are just so calming. I've fallen asleep to them, but in the best way possible. And I like the fact that she does them on models as well, not just always on herself, but she also has other makeup artists come in and do tutorials on her channel on different models. So it's not necessarily her being in every single one of her videos, but she's just so, I love her accent. Her tone is so calm, it's just relaxing. I really enjoy it. I love the makeup looks that she does. So if I'm watching a tutorial, not that I really look them up necessarily, but if I want to watch a tutorial, she is my go-to for that. Number 4 is your go-to for reviews. So when it comes to reviews, unless I'm like looking to purchase a product, I'm not necessarily watching reviews. But if I am to search up a tutorial, or not a tutorial, a review, because like I'm looking for a certain foundation or powder or concealer or something like that, if Emily Noel has a review on it, I will watch it. She is probably my go-to for reviews. For more general products, but when it comes to like indie brands, especially indie brand eyeshadows, I will gear more towards Teresa is Dead or Annette's Makeup Corner, and even Karen Harris. I really do enjoy their videos as well. So number 5 is the newest found channel that you're loving. So there's a few that I've just started watching that I am getting into a little bit more, but I really do enjoy Victoria K. Dixon. I find her videos, she's again very calming. I'm probably going to say that a few times throughout this video, but I really like her Pan Those Eyeshadow Palettes video. What she does is a mix of both projects, but she has, I believe, 3 eyeshadow palettes, and she still randomly chooses 5 shades, but one of the palettes she's actually trying to completely finish off. The others, I feel like she's trying to just hit pan. I could be wrong, but I really enjoy that video of hers. And then I also really like What Charlie Loves. I think I enjoy watching her pan those eyeshadows and pan that palette as well. So for number 6, what's the most recent video that you've watched? No cheating. So right now, the video just changed. I've got YouTube up. It was a Karen Harris video, which was just testing new makeup, I believe. But before that was Say Yes to the Dress clips. So number 7 is someone you never miss an upload from or you watch no matter what their video is. So I don't think I necessarily have somebody for that, but I'm going to put Linda Loves Life for this question because I find that she's one that I will actually go and search for. I'll look her up to see if she's posted anything, if I haven't seen anything in a while, and I will watch her updates and then just kind of let them play, and whatever video of hers is playing, I'll sit and I'll watch. I really enjoy her stuff, and I like the fact that she doesn't, how do I say this? It's not that this like community is like competitive or anything like that, but she's totally cool with taking 4 years to finish off an eyeshadow palette. And she actually like will finish off the palette. She'll hit pan. She has the motivation. Her pan those eyeshadows, she hits them until like she's working on it until she hits it, which I really do like. I like the fact that a lot of people kind of like switch it out. They have usage goals. If they get bored of it, they switch, like, you know, they change their minds. Like my pan those eyeshadows is very flexible like that, but I actually do like the fact that she actually sticks with what the project is, and she will hit pan, and if it takes her 6 months to hit pan, then that's what it is, and she's working on it. So I really do enjoy her stuff. So she's the one that I will actually look and search for to find updates. Number 8 is, do you watch non-beauty YouTube? And if so, what are some of your favorite channels outside of the beauty space? So yes, I watch more than just beauty YouTube. As I had said just in my previous one, Say Yes to the Dress was on. So I think it's Say Yes to the Dress channel possibly, but they just have little clips from each from episodes. It's not necessarily full episodes, but it just kind of depends on like what's showing up. I don't have any favorite channels necessarily, but I have watched Kitchen Nightmares. I have watched Say Yes to the Dress. Right now Dr. Phil is showing up. I've watched Rich Bride Poor Bride Till Death Do Us Part. Like I really enjoy that's how I found out about different Say Yes to the Dresses from like Ireland and the UK, and there's a Poland one that's showing up now, or there's, I believe there was an Italy one or something like that. Like I really like that it's showing more diversity than what I would be able to see on TV. I also watch some like meditation music or binary beats if I'm trying to fall asleep or something along those lines. That kind of helps me in that sense. But again, I don't really have any favorite channels. I just find one, and if it jives with me and I like it, then I'll watch it. But it's not necessarily channel specific. So number 9 is a YouTuber that can sell you anything. So this one, it was a little bit tough, but only I put Alessandra Lisette for this question just because she has the Summer Vibes palette by Gimme Glow, and when I saw her using it last year, I believe it was, I fell in love with that palette and I really wanted it after seeing her use it. Luckily, Gimme Glow has put that on half price, so Canadian, that was a $70 palette, which I just couldn't justify, but when they knocked it down to $32, I was like, yes please, and I bought the palette. And yes, I bought the palette mainly because of Alex. For the rest of it, it's not necessarily like YouTubers who will sell me on a product. Like if I see somebody using, so for example, Teresa is Dead. She did a review on Lethal's new eyeshadow palette Level Up, is that what it's called? I can't quite remember. But if I saw like the swatches of it and I really enjoyed how the swatches looked and how it looked on her eyes, like that's kind of what sells me. Not necessarily the reviews help, but the reviews don't necessarily sell me. It's just kind of how like I think it looks. If anything, like if it's a bad review, then it'll probably deter me a little bit more. But if it was a good review, like it'll help me, but it won't necessarily sell me. It's more or less like how the swatches look. And I could see the same palette from her or from Karen Harris or whoever else, and if I like it, if each of them are saying the same thing, or if I like how the swatches look from each one of them, like that's kind of what gets me. So it's kind of like like not a collab, but like a collective thing, I guess, on like what's actually going to sell me on the palette. So number 10 is a YouTuber that has opposite style as you, but you love their content. So this is 100% Annette's Makeup Corner. I love her videos. She does a lot of like first impressions. She'll do multiple looks with one palette. She does reviews. She does rankings. I really enjoy her stuff, but her eye looks, my God. She has hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes, but I feel like I could never get away with doing the looks that she does. And she also loves black eyeshadow. I do not use black eyeshadow, so that alone is completely opposite. But she's super like into color, which I am too, to a point, but I feel like she just goes above and beyond, and I don't think I'd ever be able to reach the point that she's at, but I'm okay with that. So number 12 is, if you could have lunch with one YouTuber, who would it be? So I really feel like there's a few people that I would throw into here, just pretty much all for the same reason. But the first person is Haley. I think she's super cool. I think we're about the same age, so it would kind of be like really fun to just hang out with her and just chat with her. And same would go for Laura Forrest. Those two are kind of like soul sisters, as they call each other. So if it's one, it's got to be the other. So I think even like a trio lunch would be pretty fun with them. But also Ruth Foley. I think that would be a really fun lunch. Just hangout time, chat about this and that and the other thing, and I think I would really, really enjoy that. So number 13 is a nostalgic YouTuber. So their videos take you back to a different time. So I put a couple people in here. So first is Thrift Thick, just because her videos have always been like very similar all the way through. I'm sure some of her stuff has changed over the years, but I feel like she just kind of brings me back to like when YouTube was really about like her weekly wears and YouTube made me buy it, or whatever else she does. She does those Stitch Fix hauls and try-ons and stuff like that. So she's really stuck to a lot of that. She does the best and worst of beauty, and really hers is only the only one that I like for the most part. So she just brings me back to like a few years ago when it was more or less like review stuff and whatnot. The other person that I put in here was Lauren May Beauty, and the reason being is because I had recently started watching her back in 2020, and it was pretty soon after I started watching her that all of this panning content started to show up for me. And I had started watching her, and then I drifted off to watching some of this panning content, and I still watch Lauren May Beauty, but it was just on that cusp of all of this panning content starting. So it brings me back to just before I started all of this, and this is where I am now. So the last 2 years have just been like so much fun. So she brings me back to just before all of this has happened. Number 14 is a large channel that feels like a small channel. They're down to earth. So for this one, I put a few of them in here. So one of them is a general beauty space channel, which is Raw Beauty Christie. I always really enjoyed her stuff. I always just found her a lot more relatable, a lot more down to earth, and just not so like in it, if you know what I mean. Like I used to love watching Tati. I don't really watch her much anymore, or if at all, but I've just felt like Raw Beauty Christie was always just like not even a lot more fun to watch, but it was just like, I don't know, I just felt like she was more down to earth. When it comes to the panning community, there is a few people, but I put Steph Lyons in here. She just seems so cool, so chill, And also Too Much Tosh. I saw her subscriber count and I was like, she just comes across so, of course, calming and just relaxed and just almost as though you're like there with her. And I like the fact that, like, even though people's subscriber count has grown, it doesn't necessarily change how they are on camera. It doesn't make them feel like they're any bigger or anything like that. So of course I didn't watch them from when they were really small because I've only started this a couple of years ago, but from what I've seen over the last couple of years, I've enjoyed them. And then last but not least, number 15 is an underrated channel that you think deserves more subscribers. So of course, everybody that I've mentioned, there's tons of people, everybody that I'm subscribed to. I think everybody could always use more subscribers. So go subscribe to everybody I've mentioned if you haven't. But I did go through my subscriber list and I just found 5 random people and this is who they are. So I have Debbie, Taru from Cruelty Free Panner, Addie from Call Me Addie. Now I do just want to say she has, oh, I missed a question. I missed a question. Okay, I'll finish this one off and then I'll get back to the question that I missed. Addie from Call Me Addie posted a video about why she isn't posting right now or won't be posting for a little bit, but I really enjoyed the fact that she did all this like story time at the end of her channel or at her videos, and they were just so funny. Like I was always dying laughing and I really enjoyed it. So I really hope that she comes back soon. Audrey, I really enjoy watching her pan those eyeshadows project. And then Chaotic Neutral and Dog. She combines Pan That Palette with Pan Those Eyeshadows. I think she calls it Pan Those / that eyeshadows / palette or something like that. I really enjoy watching hers as well. So the question that I missed was number 11, which was a YouTuber that you miss being on YouTube. And I miss Seeking Alexandria. The reason why I remembered this is because same thing as Addie. She had posted a video saying that she wasn't going to be posting anything for a while. She wasn't quite sure how long. It was just due to health reasons. And I think she's posted a few like shorts or whatever they're called. But as for like an actual like longer video, I don't think she's posted anything that I've seen anyways. So I really do hope that she's doing okay and that she comes back because I really did enjoy watching her stuff as well. So that is my tag video. Those are my answers. Let me know yours, or if you're doing this project. Of course, go check out everybody that I've mentioned. I would love to know your answers to this and who you think is underrated and deserves more subscribers, or who you would go for lunch with. Wow, I can't talk today. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys all later. Bye.